Mike, go ahead.
Patchy, we are here. You're about to fight James Gallagher. Did you think this fight would happen? Like, I know you wanted it, and there's some bad blood here. But after what happened in May and the injury, did you think you'd be here talking about a fight with James Gallagher?
Yeah, I think like I knew the fight would happen now that I'm in Dublin, but there's no injury, if you look online, it's undisclosed reasons why he pulled out. There's no injury, There's no proof of injury, and I don't like that's being said. Just like I said, if there was an injury, it would be noted on the internet. It'd be noted, but it's not. It says undisclosed reasons. So his personal reasons held him back from fighting me May 7th, and now we're here right now. So November 5th, this fight's happening unless he doesn't show.
How did you react to this fight being booked in Dublin, kind of a hometown fight for him?
That's the reason why I feel like he pulled out. So I knew it would be here, and I've been prepared for it. This is I don't care if I fought him behind a schoolyard or in the parking lot. It doesn't matter where. I could fight him in the gym anywhere. It does not matter. So we're in Dublin, and after I beat him Friday night, I don't want to hear no excuses why he got finished.
Can I ask how your weight cut's going? Because you said after the Morales fight that it was the toughest weight cut of your career, and you were going to change some things, maybe start a week earlier. How is it this time around?
No, the Morales fight, it was tough because I had hurt my back the week before, so I couldn't really do much. And then also it being that they didn't have real saunas and steam rooms or anything like that, I had to use those portable saunas that they basically bake your body. So being in Dublin, they have a whole bathhouse here. They have their own saunas, their own steam rooms, their own basically routine. So I didn't have to run the weight off like I did. Last time I had to run so much that with basically a hurt back, because I got adjusted the week before the fight, and it just kinked my back up right in the lower nerves in the lower part of my back. So this being that it's here, I'm 100% healthy, and I mean, if you look at my interview from then until now, you can see I'm way healthier, and it's going to be a much easier cut.
Two last things. Of course, the goal is to get your hand raised, win the fight, but you've wanted this one for a while. You're on enemy soil. Will just getting a win be enough for you with everything involved here?
Yeah, I'm going to get the win, but that'll be enough. I want to get the win, but that doesn't mean I'm not going out there to finish him. I believe 100% full-heartedly in my heart that I can finish this guy. So I'm going out there to finish him, and that's the goal. I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket and tire myself out by no means, but I feel like if I bring my best game, James Gallagher cannot last 15 minutes with me in a cage at all. That's 3 rounds in the gym for me not to finish him, and that doesn't happen with many 135 pounders in the world.
And then last thing, you said that prior to your last fight, because James was there in Connecticut in Peter Quealy's corner, that you saw him everywhere at the hotel, and he sent you like 40 DMs throughout fight week. Has he sent you a bunch of DMs heading into this fight?
No DMs, man, but he's been able to do his little badgering, and I'm just letting him talk, man. He can waste his energy. I feel like it's insecurities. He's just talking a lot of shit. I talked a lot before the fight because I wanted to get the fight. Now that I got the fight, I have nothing to say. I'm gonna go out there on Friday night, and we still have to fight. So he can talk all he wants. I think he got in my face earlier in the week, and we got into a scuffle though, because he could talk, but if he comes close to me, I'm gonna put my hands on him. He's not gonna get in my face. So aside from that, he stays his ass away from me. We're all good. He could talk all he wants because he still has to fight me on Friday night.
Jay.
Hey, thanks very much. And Patchy, welcome back. I want to start with, obviously, you've got a heck of a ground game. It wasn't that long ago we were talking about the Sulov stretch. James is kind of known for his ground game as well, and I want your opinion on how that stacks up to yours.
James does have a good ground game, and I would be naive to look past that. I train for his ground game, but his ground game is nowhere near my level. The only way that his ground game could be is if I slept on it and I didn't think that he was as good as he actually is. So it's not that he's not good, it's just that I'm levels ahead of him. So that's why I feel like there's going to be a disparity on the ground. And also, a lot of people talk about his ground game, but they don't talk about his level of competition. All of his guys that he's ever fought, if you look at every single person, including the loss that he has, every single person has multiple losses. I mean, anywhere from 3 to 7 plus losses. Every single opponent he's ever had. He's never fought a guy like me. I fought 26 times, and the only time I've ever lost was a close decision to the ex-world champion, Besides that, I've never really dropped rounds. James's level of competition has been soft, and it's easy to submit those types of guys, If I was in the same position, I'd just submit everybody that he did, but I'd have done it faster. So his level of competition just been soft. It's been tailor-made for his career, and I personally don't even think James would have beaten Albert Morales last fight. Let's say if I pulled out of the fight, James would have never fought that fight.
All right. And, it's been mentioned a few times, I think, already, but you are in Dublin. You're going to have that hot crowd in his corner. And we spoke to Patricky Pitbull earlier, who said the ole 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 is not going to bother him. He kind of likes the idea of playing spoiler. Do you relish that opportunity, or do you tune it out?
Man, I relish, but I tune it out. Like, I tune everything out when I fight, man. It's just me and him in there. There's no crowd. Like, anybody can say what they want. We still have to fight. Like, I don't mind about anything like that. Just as long as eyes are watching me, I'm going to do some amazing things. Like, if there's two people on the side of the mat in the gym, I'm going to do the craziest shit those two people ever seen just to show them that Patchy Mix ain't the same as everyone else in the room. So, like, you put that in front of 8,500 people screaming, ole, ole, ole. It's not going to be no different, man. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to prove that I'm levels ahead of him. I'm one of the best 135 pounders in the world. I don't think this kid cracks the top 100.
All right. Best of luck this Friday.
David.
Hi, Patchy. Thanks for your time. My question is, you are ranked third in the bantamweight division rankings. If you beat James Gallagher in Dublin, my first question would be, are you looking for a title shot with Seth?
You kind of broke up there, man. You might have to repeat it.
I guess just answer that question. If you win this fight, you're looking forward to a title shot?
If I win this fight, I don't know what's next. I'm not even thinking past this fight at all. Of course, I want the title, but, I'm just going to let my skills do the talking. And Friday night, man, I'm going out there to finish him. So that's all I'm thinking about. Is going out there and finishing James Gallagher on Friday night.
Santiago?
What about that noise? Can you kill that or not?
Hi, Patchy. Welcome to Dublin. About 2 years ago, you went to Japan as well, and you choked out a Japanese fighter there. You are pretty comfortable fighting on enemy territory, right, Patchy?
Man, I'm comfortable, man. I fought Yuki Matoya in Japan. He was like 24-6, and he hadn't been finished in 8 years when I did it. He had more submission wins than James Gallagher, and he had more submission wins than myself. And I went out there and I submitted him in 90 seconds. People forget, because you take a loss, I think, sometimes, but they forget who that loss was to, They forget the emotions behind it. They forget that there was no crowd. So, if I zigged when I should have zagged and did a few more things differently, I could be 15-0 right now, the world champion, and never lost a round. In my brain, granted, I'm not that. I still feel close to it, I still train like I'm the best in the world, and I still feel like I can be the best in the world. So maybe I had a little bit of an off night, but I'm coming out there Friday to just to show everyone that they must have forgot, because I've been finishing everyone. 9 out of my last 10 wins have been finishes. 9 out of my last 10 fights, the only loss coming to Juan. I finished every opponent that I've ever fought in the last 4 years except the world champion when I fought him. So this is no different than that. I'm coming to go running straight through him.
How did training at Extreme Couture change you, and did you get to work a lot with Jake Shields again?
Jake Shields was my coach. Unfortunately, he didn't get the vaccination to come over here, but Jake is my main coach. I also have Dennis Davis, Eric Nixick, Eddie Bracco, Coach Casey from 10th Planet, Cobrinhas, Hector Vasquez. I train all over the place. I train with all those guys. I train with Extreme. I also train with Brandon Marino's team and the Mexicans. I train with Aljamain Sterling and a lot of guys from New Jersey, Marab. I train with Cody Stamen. Big shout out Kobe Fair, one of the best flyweights, bantamweights coming up right now. I have a healthy stable of guys. All my training partners from back home, West New York MMA, Solomon Renfro, Alex Castellano, so many people, Superfly. And then on top of that, I've had a really, really good camp out there at Extreme Couture. I've had two of my buddies living with me, helping me out, cooking, chefing up food for me. My boy Eli, my boy Anthony. I have so many people behind me for this fight that, I'm ready to go out there and capitalize on this moment.
Luke?
Hey, Patchy, Luke from Empire Universe Podcast. First off, how are you feeling, and how is the traveling over to Dublin?
The travel to Dublin was great. It was only 6 hours from New York. Easy flight. I got in early, so, it wasn't, I think we took the test and we only had to quarantine for a little bit, like until we got the results back. It was really good. It was a little different than, previous ones. And then how I'm feeling, man, if the sky was a limit, I feel like I'm on the goddamn moon right now. So, I'm feeling great. This is my coming out party to the casual fans, because there's a lot of casual fans that don't know nothing about MMA that watch this guy. So I'm coming out there. They all love him, and they're going to love to hate me right now. But I think by the end of it, I scrape this dude up, put him away. I'll lend a hand and help him up after I'm done.
It's been reported that you're the moderate underdog. Are you surprised by that? And does that bother you at all, or do you not care?
What's the moderate underdog exactly mean?
I think that's just what I read online.
Well, I don't know what you read, but I'm a minus 400 favorite on every betting line there is. So that, that has to be a false claim. The underdogs only go from on a betting standpoint. So if it's either you're a plus or a minus, and I'm almost one of the biggest favorites on this card.
Last one here, Kieran.
Patchy, welcome to Dublin. You're obviously fairly confident that you're going to end this fight very, very early. James Gallagher is unbeaten in his 4 appearances in Dublin. He won his last fight by choke submission in 35 seconds. Do you think you're going to end this fight as quick as James's last fight, or do you think you could be overly confident and you yourself could be in for a bit of a shock on Friday night in Dublin?
No, man, I have a lot of third round finishes as well. I believe that I can finish him within the frame of 15 minutes. The reason why I say I can finish him before his walkout is because he takes about 8 minutes to get to the cage. So, that was a reference there. But the guy that he finished in 35 seconds, his record was 14-10. I mean, that's his record right now, 14-10. I haven't fought a guy that was 14-10 since I was maybe 2 to 4 fights as a pro, How are you fighting a guy that's 14-10 in your hometown on the main event? It's despicable. He's gotten, he's handpicking the fights, and now he's got me. I'm 14-1, never been finished. So I'm coming out there, and we'll see if all that talk he's been doing, all that chatter. The only thing I do is I speak facts, and the facts are the record shows, the stats show, that I'm the favorite. I'm the better guy. I'm the guy to beat him. I'm the guy to put him away. So I'm coming there on Friday night to do just that.
All right, Patchy, that's it, man. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.